Kindergartners for Math Today, pencil and eraser, your math book, and your counters. All right, guys, we are starting a new chapter today, so that means big math day. We're going to do the introduction and the first lesson. So let's take a look here. This says, represent and compare numbers to 10. So here, Curious George, curious about math with Curious George. Apple trees grow from a small seed. About how many seeds are in an apple? Now, there's actually nothing here that tells you that, or anything where you're actually supposed to know the right answer. It's more a thing to get you thinking about quantities. So over here on this page, it says here where you see 9 to draw 9 flowers. Now, if you're not sure how to draw 9 flowers, let me show you an easy way to do that. You can make a stem, a leaf and a leaf, and then you can put a star up here. So you're going to do 9 flowers here. You're going to do 7 flowers. Down here, count the items, write how many for each of those sections. Then over here, this says same number. So take a look up here and see where you see things that there are the same number of them. So for example, 1, 2, 3 carrots and 1, 2, 3 celery sticks. We have the same number of carrot sticks and celery sticks. Here says less. Where are there things that there are less of? You could say there are less grapes than there are orange slices. You could say there are less shrubs than there are trees, or you could use the word fewer. And then here we have greater. What is there on this page that is greater than something else? All right, boys and girls, next page, you don't have to play this game. If you have someone in your family who wants to play it with you, down here are the directions. You can make a spinner with a paper clip right here. We've done that before in class. And you can count these items and find the number that matches. Here, I think you guys know this. This number is 11 and this number is 12. We haven't actually studied these numbers in the book yet, but I know you know them. All right, guys, now lesson 4.1. Oops, there we go. 4.1, model and count 10. This is now where you need the counters. So right up here at the top, we're going to start by putting out 9 counters. Remember, red, start over here in the corner and go across. Once you have a whole row, you know that's 5. And then 6, 7, 8, 9. Go ahead and trace those. Get your red crayon and color them in. Then, boys and girls, down in the bottom, you're going to take these counters, slide them down into this 10 frame. You might need to do a little adjusting because my hands are bigger than yours. It's probably easier for me to slide them. Slide those 9 counters down there into that 10 frame, and then add one more so that you have 10 in there. Trace them, draw them. Now take a look at that 10 frame. This is now full, right? It's called a 10 frame because 10 things fit in it. Turn the page. Up here at the top, you can see these balloons. And conveniently enough, these hot air balloons are arranged kind of like in a 10 frame, aren't they? They're not exactly lined up, but they're pretty close. So we're going to go ahead and put counters on them. Start over here at this edge of the top row, just like we do in a regular 10 frame, and put a counter on each one of those balloons. Then you can see that there is a regular 10 frame down at the bottom. So go ahead and take those counters, slide them down there to that other 10 frame, get them neatly arranged, draw the counters, trace and color them, then trace the number 10. Now, boys and girls, we've kind of used the word digits several times this year, and I want to explain 3 words. The first word is the word number. That tells us how many, right? Like right here we have 10. The second word is the word numeral. So a numeral is when we write it not with letters, but with these kinds of numbers here. That's a numeral. Then the other thing is a digit. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the separate digits. So when you look here at the number 10, the numeral, the way we write it, we use two digits. We use the digit 1 and we use the digit 0. You heard me in class sometimes talk about 10's digits and 1's digits. This is why. This is a digit right here. This is another digit right here. This one tells us how many full 10s we have, and you can see right here there's a full 10. This digit, the 1's digit, tells us how many others there are. And when we're talking about 10, we have this full 10. We don't have any more, do we? So we put a 0 right there. All right, on this page, again, you can see the number 10 written out with letters. You can see it written as a numeral, and in this numeral, there are two digits, 1 and 0. So we are, of course, going to put out our 10 counters here into this 10 frame. And here you're not going to be drawing them because we're going to be doing like we've done before. You can see right here, you could write, we have this many red ones and this many yellow ones. Then you can flip one and you can write, we have this many red ones and this many yellow ones. And you can continue flipping them till your whole set here on this page is finished. Then on the last page, you guys are familiar with this by now, right? Find the set or sets of 10. If there are 10 items, circle the set. Down here, draw to show what you know about the number 10. All right, guys, those kinds of jobs should be pretty familiar to you by now. We've done it with a lot of numbers. Tomorrow, we're going to start some new things.